Hello. Today I'm going to talk about some ideas that can work really well with the Beatles style rock and roll track that we've released. And we're going to return to a topic we've talked about before, which is double stopping, but this time I want to talk about double stopping specifically in the pentatonic scale, and specifically the pentatonic scale pattern that starts on the 6th string. So the backing track that we've released is in the key of E, so I'm just going to look at the scale starting at the 12th fret like this. And the kind of double stopping that we're going to look at is quite simple in most cases. We're just going to be talking about using one finger to put across two strings and play two notes from the scale. So starting with this note up here, then we're just going to put that finger across and play these two notes which are both in the scale, and then do the same with these two notes, and we're going to do that also in these two strings, the middle two strings of the guitar, and the strings below that, the 4th and the 5th. Things get a little bit more interesting when you are playing the 3rd and 2nd strings, because there's a couple of things that you can do there. One is that you can play like we've just done, just straight across like a little bar across the two strings. So for example, here, these two notes are in the scale. However, when you get to the next couple of notes in the scale up here, they're not on the same fret. So we can play them like this with two fingers, but we can also combine this idea with the blues scale, and which we talked about in one of the other videos about blue notes, and play again just flat barred fingers like this, which has got some quite funky sounding notes in it, but work really well with rock and roll. So here's the kind of thing you might do, the kind of licks you can get with these sort of double stops. So you probably noticed there that I added some other notes in that aren't in the actual pentatonic scale as well. So on the top string, as well as these two pairs, I put this one in as well. So that means you can actually get this whole sort of scale running down like this, which is quite effective. And this is the kind of thing that you hear especially from players like Chuck Berry, who was a master at this kind of thing. So here's an example of the backing track for our Beatles rock and roll song, where I've played a solo which focuses very heavily on double stops. Hope you enjoy it.